Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. Today I got myself an Arrma mini Kraton. So we're going to do a little unboxing, we're going to take a look and see what it's all about. After unboxing, here are the contents of what is within. We have obviously our mini Kraton itself. This one is the pink and teal version. We have our AVC controller. It has the orange button on the back, which means this is the AVC SLT controller. I really like that the controller has the matching sticker to it to work with the paint scheme here. So if you're going to have, let's say, both paint schemes or all three, each controller will have a different sticker to denote which goes with which car. I think this is just a really cool, fun little detail. That's like, duh, why didn't someone else think of that earlier? That's very cool. So the controller does match the car, ABC. We also are going to have our bag with our instructions in it. Inside of this bag was these contents here. Arrma always gives you the AA batteries that goes along with the controller. They give you a fairly nice 2mm driver. It is very lightweight. Doesn't have a lot of substance to it, but it does have a real handle. It's not just a little Allen key. So that's a nice, nice tool there. We have our USB-C charger. We have this little card here. This is like a plastic credit card with our Chaos Mode power guard plug. And then also in the bag was this. This gives you your little 4-way wrench, and there's a second power guard plug in here, as well as your little Allen keys, which is kind of what you normally get with a lot of these kits. But they do give you 2 power plugs. I think that's kind of cool, just in case you lose one. Yeah, this is pretty general for every Arrma car I've ever gotten. My Groms, I don't believe, came with any kind of fancy tools, but everything else here is pretty much every other Arrma vehicle I've gotten with. And this is the car that we need to talk about. This is very, very cool. So let me clean up the workbench and let's get to it. And now we can talk about the mini Kraton. So again, this is the pink and teal version. I love the like 80s, 90s graphics to this. I think it's super cool. I know it's very similar to like the Mojave Grom when that came out. I love those graphics too. And I believe some of the other larger Kraton cars also have a similar paint scheme. But looks fantastic. I really love the aesthetics of this. The wheels and tires are really nice. It's got a good block tread to it, similar to almost like a Badlands. I know these style tires come on the larger Kratons as well, but for a small vehicle, they're definitely still going to be a good knobby tread for that. The body itself is clipless, similar to a lot of the other vehicles and the Traxxas vehicles as well. I think it's kind of neat on how you have to remove this body. They made it almost stealthy. If you handed this off to like a friend of yours and said, "Hey, figure out how to remove the body," I bet they couldn't do it, because to take it off, this little vent back here is the clip to pop the body off. So we're going to press in here, and the body's going to pop up in the front and pull out this way. The inside of the body is quite complicated. So we have like a full inner structure here for support, which is good. But to use the clipless system, when you press the button in the back, this linkage going down here operates this little mechanism in the front to unlatch it from the front body post. So it is kind of complicated on how they set this up. I don't know reliability for long-term use, and when the body starts getting mangled up from landing on the roof a million times, on how well all this complicated stuff will work out. But it is really kind of cool and over-engineered on how this whole thing works. I think that's quite neat. We also have some roof skids and stuff up here in the back of the body. This is like a much harder plastic cover on here. That should add some support. But very interesting on the clipless system. I think that's a really cool engineering setup. Anyhow, onto the car itself. Sorry, the body amazed me. The car itself here, I think, is one thing that I love about this. The shocks are purple, and they have this little spine that goes down the bottom here that's also purple to match the paint scheme. So the other colors will have matching colored parts here. So this is like a nice aluminum anodized piece with some etching on it. Looks really good. I think it's going to get scratched up really badly. So long term, it might just kind of get rubbed down to silver. But at least out of the box, this looks very good. And since we're under here, the chassis in this whole setup is very kind of Grom looking. So I think the Groms, based on that's like their mini series, was kind of their loose jumping off points. But that's really cool. And these oil-filled shocks, which are aluminum and purple, are really cool. These were the first two things that, when I saw this released, really drew my attention. All right, moving forward. Onto the chassis itself, this includes a 3S battery, which will be loaded into the battery tray when you open the box. We have our clipless system here, which you have to push in and pop open. Try to do it slower. We're going to pop it in and up. And that's going to remove our 2200 3S 30C battery with an IC2 plug. Standard kind of Spectrum stuff. This is going to work with that USB-C charger, or if you're going to charge it with an aftermarket charger, it has to be Spectrum to operate the IC2 plug setup on this. But we'll put the battery off to the side for now. To put this back down, you just snap it back on. This is brushless. It does include 2 fans, so we do have a fan on the speed controller and a fan on the brushless motor. That's kind of a nice thing where you won't need to upgrade the fans, or shouldn't need to upgrade the fans in the future for any kind of overheating problems. Your chaos mode power plug is going to go down here in the ESC. There's a little spot for it. So I think this is kind of the same idea as like your Traxxas like training mode, where the car is dulled down from the factory, and then when you want to go faster, you can make it ridiculous. Based on my experience with the XRT, on a 3S battery, a car this size is ridiculous because your wheelbase is so short. But a lot of people, most people, want to go as fast as humanly possible. And it's cool if they give you the 3S battery with this, plug in that KS plug, and you're going to be doing 50 plus miles an hour. Just to talk about the rest of your chassis stuff here. It is very bulky. It is pretty dense and heavy for what it is, I feel. The control arms are quite thick. Same thing with your knuckles back here. They look like they're fairly heavy duty. We do have metal CV axles. There's a dog bone on the inside and a CV joint on the outside. So a lot of other vehicles on the market will come with plastic drive shafts. The Arrma Grom series and this one both come with the metal drive shafts. I think that's pretty nice. The only issue I ever run into is that the cups on the inside, so I can get a view of it, these cups, the dog bone portion of it tends to wear on the cup itself. Every single dog bone type vehicle I've ever had, from back in like the HPI days and 90s and whatnot, these always tend to wear back in here. Kind of hard to show. It's kind of tight in there with all the plastic. But we have a plastic tub style chassis. And moving farther back, everything here is pretty well encased. So your rocks and stuff coming up from your front tire, same thing with the back. There's a tub here to be able to block a lot of the debris that's going to come into the chassis, while there's still vent holes back here. You can see them up here for airflow, whatnot, to get through the body once that's snapped on and encased. Looking at the back of the vehicle, same kind of thing. It's very bulky. These arms and whatnot seem very thick for what they are. The dog bones are easier to see here on the back, but that's a view of the back of the vehicle. We have this nice thick mount for the wing, really nice heavy duty wing. This is very stiff. There's a lot of levels and contours to this. So as far as a plastic component, this wing is like, I think this is going to hold up very well. Trying to give you some views of the chassis here. And again, onto the bottom. The purple looks so good. I wish there was more purple aluminum on things. HPI used to have purple as like their aluminum color back in the day. And now in 2026, not a lot of companies are doing purple stuff besides like GPM. So I think that just looks really cool. And again, I love these purple shocks. I think that's awesome. The caps are aluminum on here as well. The collar looks to be plastic, but they are threaded adjustable. You have little dirt guards in the front of the shocks here. Up here, this is the single body post, I guess I'll call it, that the body will lock into. And then to reinstall your body, the tab in the back is going to go back here into the rear shock tower. And basically, you're just going to snap it down and get that all the way in. And snap it down in the front. So it's got pretty good positive engagement. I don't think this is popping off. My Groms have never had a body pop off. So I think Arrma's got that system down pretty good. And then again, you press this button in the back to get it up. So push that in, front comes up and out like this. Very cool setup. That's just a quick little first look at the Arrma Mini Kraton. It's a badass little vehicle. I love it. I would love to be running it today and seeing what it's all about, but unfortunately, New Jersey weather here still hasn't quite cooperated. It's 40 degrees, so the snow will be gone soon, and we can start playing with RC cars and reviewing them live time. So thanks for watching this video. Next one up is going to be a Mini XRT versus Mini Kraton video. So we're going to compare the two side by side and see what different approaches two different companies came up with for kind of the same category of vehicle. So click the like and subscribe button. Don't miss that one. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.